J'aime le vendredi. Très bien. Alors, très bien. D'accord. Vous avez écrit en bearing form dans une équation de vecteur. Une équation. Comment dit-on équation en français? Equation? Equation. Ahmed, est-ce que tu as l'équation sur votre feuille? Je veux le regarder. Tu as fait rien! Rien! C'est très simple. Tu peux le faire. Maintenant! Où? Tu ne peux l'écrire! Blablabla! C'est pas important pour courir. Je ne veux l'écrire! Je pense que je suis les peu de compréhension parce que pourquoi les comment? Si on doit parler en français? Une idée? D'accord, très bien. Alors, en anglais? Anglais? Très bien?
Oui.
Ouais?
Oui.
Back English. Okay. So, what were we saying here? You might get a situation like this. And this looks like a bit like a free body diagram. And maybe you want to add up all the vectors in your free body diagram because you remember Newton's second law. We'll review all that stuff anyway. Then you need to first write it in a vector equation. And the vector equation, I want you always to write them in bearing form. Okay? I always want you, when we're doing problems, you're going to have to add vectors all through the year. You're going to be doing this in all the different units. I always want you to write it first in bearing form. So in this case, you need to write each vector in bearing form and then put a plus between them. 8 newtons north. 6 newtons, stand there.
I don't have my glasses.
So you're totally blind. Listening to me in French, and you can't read the board. So you've got from this whole class. What are we trying to say? Okay. Good. Way to self-advocate. Way to speak up for yourself. Okay. This says I can write a vector in bearing form or as an arrow. Okay? If you can't see, you move forward and forward. If you can't understand me, say something. How come no one told me they didn't speak French? Who doesn't speak French?
I told you in French that I didn't speak French.
All right, so Tanya doesn't know. Watch out. What's this one? Just because I'm up here acting like some kind of French buffoon doesn't mean you can't finish off a note. You better be able to do that, man. Andre, what's the last one?
The last one, south, 4 newtons, south. Alright, 30 degrees east. West.
Very bien. Very good. Allora is still a good word though. Allora. On Italian we say allora. Very nice. Allora, io così, una blah blah blah, così, allora. Very nice language. So, that's your vector equation. We write it in bearing form. Gorgeous. What are some things about vector equations? Whatever this turns out to be, the answer is not going to be forget. You've learned it in grade 10, you've learned it in grade 11. You know damn well by now that that equation is not going to come out to be what number? Comment.
It won't come up to 18.
Good. Right? It won't be 8 plus 6 plus 4. All the equations you do in math are scalar equations. This is a vector equation. Right? It won't be 18. Guaranteed. The only way it would be is if they were all in the same direction. North, whatever. Good. It could be 0 for all you know. I mean, it won't be 0. You have to have an idea just by looking at the diagram that we're going more up to the right than down to the left, so it'll probably be something northeast, right? So there's 3 ways of solving that. Anyway, vector equations, VE, should always have plus signs only. All you ever do is add vectors. And we know how to get rid of negatives. How do we get rid of negatives? Minuses. Minuses, what do? Change direction. Good. If you have a minus, then you just change the direction, which we already learned how to do. No problem. So it's always positives. Piece of cake. No problem. Okay. French might be fun, but it's not fast. You know what I mean? We got through like 2 minutes of English material. It's like half an hour of French. That's all right. That's okay. You okay, Anton? Oh, you're just wondering. So far we're good. No problem. This is freaking easy, right? So try it. Do it. Find me a vector equation for the addition of those 3 vectors in bearing form. Anyway, je suis content que tu viennes. J'arrive en même temps que ça, mais que ça m'a fait belle la peine. Je pas passer la opinion. Mon papa, ma petite sœur, est-ce que tu as trouvé bonheur à ton trip au Canada? Son patron frère, anyway, je suis content. How do we know? Because if you think about it, I have a lot of different ways. If you think about it, 40 to 170 or 210, and this is 180 to south, right? From north to south, 180. So there's sort of 30 left over. You know what I mean? Say no if you don't know what I mean. No? It needs to grow a little bit. Yeah.
Okay. Can you see that? No.
Okay, you gotta be able to. How many angles are there?
So we gotta.
Correct. So we've used 40, 170, we've used 210. So how many are left? Yeah. So this end we use